Hello and welcome to LivJam Limitless. This is Livingston, and today I'm playing Chapter 5 of My Two First Loves. When your little sister texts you a cryptic cry for help, you run to meet her. Yep, sister emergency episode. Let's find out what this emergency is. My Two First Loves. Chapter 5 Favors and Fights. Okay? My sister had a knack for getting in trouble. Had she been busted by a teacher? Or worse, the police? Did she have a secret boyfriend who broke her heart? I paced as I waited for Mackenzie at the front of the school, my mind going wild imagining the possibilities. I don't think it's that serious, but the music says otherwise. By the time I finally saw her approaching, I was so worked up that I sprinted over to her. Mac, are you okay? Tell me what's going on. Thank God you're here. I'm desperate. I know I read your text. What happened? I got caught skipping English and I'm supposed to make up for it by taking photos of the football team for the school paper. But then I met these super cool kids in my art class and they invited me to this kind of exclusive event. Mac, you said this was an emergency. This is an emergency. When have I ever actually had the opportunity to make cool friends? And I just thought, since you actually like photography, maybe you could do the football shoot for me? Are you kidding me? I was seriously worried. Don't scare me like that. What if you're in an actual emergency and I assume it's something silly like this? Okay, I'm sorry. I was not asking for a guilt trip. I know it's asking a lot to pass this off on you, but I really do want to get to know these people. I got so out of the loop this summer. I'm trying to find my friend group, Aww. With a pang of sadness, I remembered how much things had changed while I was away. I definitely felt her pain. And I'll give you sister bucks. What is sister bucks? 50. Whoa, that's extortion. I don't know what sister bucks are. Take it or leave it. I'll take what I can get. What is the conversion, I'm asking? How much sister bucks is an actual buck? Mackenzie grinned and held out the camera to me. It was a nice camera, and my fingers itched to test it out. Grab it. I'll do the shoot, but you owe me. Thank you. I swear I'll make it up to you. Even if I spend my sister bucks on having you take over cleaning the bathroom? I'm torn between hating that and respecting your negotiation skills. But yeah, deal. Mackenzie pulled me into a tight hug before bounding off. Bouncing off, maybe? I shook my head and smiled. My sister was nothing like me, but I loved her. Okay. I returned to the football field, but the athletes were still hard at work practicing. My gaze was instinctively drawn to Mason. He did look good in uniform. As he jogged by, he noticed me and smiled. Take a click. But then my eyes landed on Noah. He cast a glance at me, remaining stony-faced. Both of them looked perfect for the camera. Let's take Mason. Whatever. I raised my camera and snapped a photo just as Mason cocked his arm back to throw a pass. Can I see the pic? God damn it. Coach, keep it up, Mason. Soon you'll be an even stronger quarterback than your father was. I smiled as I reviewed the pic, but then I noticed Noah looking at me, brow furrowed. Was he jealous of me taking pictures of Mason? Maybe. That ought to do it. Okay, for the next play, let's try Noah on defense. I'm here to play quarterback. You're lucky I even kept you on the team after the things I heard about you. You play what I tell you to play. I watched the guys move into position. Noah stared across the line of scrimmage at Mason, fire in his eyes. Oh, oh. This is a recipe for danger. Oh man, Mason knew exactly what was coming. He pivoted left and then ran the ball forward. Easy touchdown. But Noah didn't give up on the play. He sprinted after Mason, tackling him hard at the 1 yard line. Oof! The coach blew his whistle as both boys tumbled to the ground. Jennings, you okay? I'm fine. He barely touched me. Bull, Harris. Hit my star quarterback again and you're off the team. Whatever you say. I wasn't sure why the coach had called Noah out. It looked like a normal tackle to me. Good riddance. Dude belongs in jail, not on a football field. Hey, why do you say such things? My blood boiled as I overheard that. Not one guy on the team was even giving Noah a chance. Maybe no one had given him a chance. Ever. Oh man. Noah. Run after him. I should run after him. Oh, don't smile like that. I jogged to keep up with Noah's long stride. He turned when he heard me approach. First you take photos of the team, now you're following me. Are you stalking me or something? Well, actually, I just wanted to see if you're okay. I'm innocent. He snorted and looked away. Why wouldn't I be? Honestly, you should be mad right now. The coach was being totally unfair. I mean, he seems biased. He was practically drooling over Mason, and he fouled you the minute you touched him. Noah let out a small, humorless laugh. You wanna know what it is? It's simple. The coach is afraid of me. I'm sure you've heard the rumors. I heard you went to juvie, and it sounds like it was serious. But I'm sure it's all been blown out of proportion, right? Sometimes gossip is accurate. Oh, is accurate. Okay. I gasped in surprise as he abruptly pivoted to face me, blocking my path. He lowered his gaze down to my level, his face in shadow. Ooh, might wanna keep your distance. I'm not afraid of you. Maybe you should be. There was something dangerous about his grin. A shiver ran down my spine. If I didn't know better, I think you want people to keep their distance. Maybe I do. He looked at me long and hard. I held his gaze, hoping I didn't look intimidated. Never. Part of me was screaming that I should turn and walk away, but part of me didn't want to. I don't care if people talk crap behind my back. It means I don't have to pretend to like them. Yeah? Are there a lot of those people? Just enough of them. You know what I think? I think you're hiding behind this tough guy act because you're scared. Whoa. You've come back to school and you feel like you're completely out of the loop and no one will let you in. I'm not saying I understand everything you've been through, but I do know what it's like to feel like you're on the outside looking in. And when you stuck up for me with Darren, that wasn't the kind of thing a guy who doesn't care about anyone would do. Noah kept his face stiff and expressionless, but something softened in his eyes. He still hadn't moved, and we were standing so close. Finally, he smiled. Just a half smile, more of a smirk, but still a smile. You're not what I was expecting, Emma. Sorry, it was nice of you to check on me. Sorry, it was nice of you to check on me. You looked frustrated. Yeah, well, I think coach doesn't want me to damage his star player. Noah practically sneered the word star, and that bitter look I'd seen on the field crossed his face again. Is there a story with you and Mason? What's to tell? He's a golden boy who has it all, and I'm not. That's really it? I don't buy it. There's a little more to it than that. Something that happened freshman year. But it's a long story. Maybe I'll tell it to you sometime. I'd like that. He eyed me curiously. I saw the way you looked at him on the field. You couldn't take your eyes off him. Well, you seem awfully curious. You have a problem with that? Who's talking who now? Noah looked away. I could tell there was more he wasn't telling me. Hey, thanks again for, checking in. Baby steps. You got Noah to open up to you. I'm just flattered that you'd break the lone wolf act long enough to talk to me. He snorted and cast me a look. The corner of his mouth curled up in a smirk. Don't change that attitude of yours, Emma. I like it. He jogged back onto the field and I couldn't help but grin. I headed for the water cooler where Mason was getting a drink. He waved as I approached. I could have sworn I saw you taking photos. I didn't know you were such a super fan. Mac roped me into taking pictures of the team for the school paper. Long story. Sounds like a classic Mac scheme. In your professional opinion, how's the team looking? You're gonna have to watch out for Noah. Let's just say this. Looks like he's a pretty strong addition to the team. Careful he doesn't steal your spotlight. It's not about that. We're a team. I'm just teasing. The sound of the coach's whistle shrilled through the air, summoning the players back onto the field. Good luck with the photos, and if you need some Adonis-like football player to look camera ready, look no further. He held up his biceps in an exaggerated pose. He was goofing around, but his arms did look really good. I quickly snapped a picture. Thanks. Give me his number if you see him. Yeah, that's me. I'm humorless. I'm full of humor. Mason laughed and stuck out his tongue, jogging backwards to the field. As I continued snapping photos, I caught Noah's eye. Was he watching us? Or was he just checking me out? I took a picture of him too, glowering in my direction. The boys took their starting positions. I lined up my camera for a perfect action shot. The coach blew his whistle, and Noah rushed forward, crashing right into Mason. As he slammed to the ground, Mason's face twisted in pain. Ah! Without thinking, I raced into the scuffle past the other players who'd frozen in shock. The coach was yelling, Harris, what did you do? Mason moaned on the ground as I crouched down beside him. Mason! Emma, was this my fault? Had taking the photos made the boys jealous of each other? I wasn't sure where the animosity between Noah and Mason came from, but if it could lead to this was serious. Oops. Is he okay? I guess we'll find out in the next chapter, won't we? Until then, goodbye, take care, and don't forget to be limitless.